There are a few things you just can't learn from a textbook, that you have to live through, to see, to be fully entrenched in. Because here is a simple truth. This world is a tough place. Getting what you want, making the most of the time you have, requires that you put yourself in the position to succeed. It means you see a finish line before one exists. Look, no one's ever gonna call you and tell you how incredible your idea is. You can't build a business on potential or win a championship on promise. Results are binary. You either accomplished something or you simply did not. Right? That's it. That's what people see, the result. So that means every second, every step of the way from where you are right now until you cross the finish line depends on you and your thoughts. How you internalize failure, how you look at setbacks. When no one is around to pat you on the back or tell you how great you are, will you have enough self-belief to move forward? Because my friends, that's the hardest part. That's what no one talks about. Having the courage to wake up every single day of your life and know that you are building towards something incredible. You are creating a masterpiece from the ground up. And that means that when you're looking in the mirror, you believe in what's staring back at you. You see the unseen and you are willing to bring it to life. That is the foundation that you build greatness on. And it's a daily pursuit, creating milestones, designing the small wins that keep you going, that keep you moving, that get you past all those times you so desperately want to turn around, but know that for you, it simply isn't an option. That is not your reality. You have more waiting for you. And so you press on, cloaked in confidence, you move into the unknown, seeking the day the rest of the world looks up and calls you lucky. They'll look at what you built and say how fortunate you are, but they won't comprehend the 20-hour days, the focus, the ridicule for being different or obsessive or nonconformist. They won't know that self-belief trumped all of that. That it was everything. The word great is separate for a reason. It implies a specific set of beliefs and values. It means you saw light when most people saw darkness. It means you said yes when most people said no. You moved forward when the rest of the world turned around. Believe in your greatness. See it, live it. It is there and you need to know that it's there. Because it will make all the difference. Your self-belief will define you.
All right. Buckle up. Here we go. It's time to make a U-turn. At least at 180.
Yes. Great evening to everyone that has been invited. Great evening, everybody. Welcome. We are live here on this incredible evening.
All right, guys, go ahead and grab yourself 10 seconds. We'll get ready to get this thing started. Play a little music for you guys. We're absolutely positively bold moves. Right? We're finishing strong. This is what we do.
All right. Great evening, everybody. to everybody. We want to say hello to each and every one of you. And we are super excited to be on here tonight. Great evening. You know what? I just realized something, but it's gonna be all right.
Okay.
You're not lying there where I need you to be.
I don't even want to know.
What's going on? Happy evening to everybody else. We are checking
All
in
right.
on this incredible evening. Super excited about, you know what? Finishing strong and starting bold, right?
Finishing strong, starting bold, guys. It's all about bold moves. Guys, my name is Nate McCray. This is my amazingly fabulous and beautiful wife, Miss Pam McCray. She gets some muscles. We're going to talk a little bit about that too, because she gets some muscles too, right? But, finish strong, start bold. What came to mind with that was, we're closing out a year. And as we're closing out this year, we still have time to finish strong. We're going to tell you guys exactly what it means to finish strong and how you can actually finish strong, because we don't want to take for granted that, there may be some people out there that have actually lost sight of where they want it to be by the end of this year. They didn't do some things that they wanted to do. Maybe they made some mistakes that they couldn't recover from, or they thought they couldn't recover from. And it kind of played that mental game on them, and it told them that you can't finish strong. But we're here to tell you that you can finish strong. So I know that we have a few pictures and slides to show you guys, but more or less, we really want to get into talking about, we want to talk about, a little bit about us. Okay, so this is my fault.
No, it's not.
Anyway, we're still going to finish strong, and we're going to start bold, period, right?
That's what we do. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make it happen now.
We got some echo. Okay, so guys, let's reel it in. Let's get serious here, because we love to have fun doing what we do. We're super excited to have each of you up here with us today, tonight, this evening, this morning, wherever you are in the world, and you're hearing this. Welcome to Finish Strong, Start Bold. Pam and I, we are serial entrepreneurs. We love anything that keeps us out of the traditional realm of, working a 9-to-5 job, trading time for dollars. We love building ourselves mentally. We love building ourselves financially. We love building ourselves physically as well, which is why we took on the mantra mind, body, and money, because for us, that's always how it's been. Now, I say always, Pam, because I can remember that this is always what I can't remember a time that we didn't promote mentally, physically, and financially healthy.
Right, absolutely.
I don't remember when that time was. So now, as far as my mind can go, and it could be because, I'm 55. I almost gave myself 57. I did that earlier.
Really?
I'm 55, soon to be 56 at the end of this month. Pam is 55, and I'm a little older than her. She says she's the baby. But, we can remember always thinking about how we're going to not just finish strong, but stay strong as we move throughout the year. And
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And
I'm doing things.
Yeah. And as we can reflect back a little bit and think about all of the things that we've been through, and you can reflect and go down memory lane with us and think about some of the things that you've been through and some of the things that you've been able to overcome, some of the challenges that you've been able to circumvent. And you can say, thank God I'm still here. I still have a purpose.
Right.
And so if we're thinking about the things that we've been through, and we're thinking about how we're going to finish strong, because we're reeling it all the way back into this current year, and thinking about how we're going to finish strong, we have to think about the things that we've done over the last 9 months or 10 months. We're in the 11th month now. So what have you done up until this point? How much time do you feel you've lost? Because people do go through things and they feel that there's no way that they can come back. from what they've done, and they're just saying, I'm just going to start over in 2025.
Right, they do.
But we're here to tell you that you don't, right? Pam and I are entrepreneurs, and we believe that the things that we've been able to accomplish from a mental perspective, because we believe in personally developing ourselves always. And some of you out there, you believe the same thing. You're reading books, you're listening to audios, you're taking courses, you're taking seminars and workshops. You're doing a lot of different things to grow yourself, but we don't want that growth to be in vain. So I want to show you how to actually apply that. Now, let's touch on the piece that a lot of people don't want to talk about. What are you doing to actually grow your physical body? What are you putting on the inside of your body? What are you doing to your body? You're moving it 20, 30 minutes a day. What are you putting in your body that your hands are putting inside of your mouth? What are you allowing in your eye gates and your ear gates? All of that is a part of what you're doing to create mental and physical stability in your life. Right. And Pam and I are a part of quite a few things that we've launched over the years, and quite a few initiatives. One of the things that we're a part of is direct sales and network marketing, right? And we know that, we want to try to, I don't want to say right the ship, but we want to try to make sure we double down on what this actually is, right? Direct sales and network marketing was always put out there as a personal development platform with a compensation plan.
Right, absolutely.
And I think somewhere along the line that may have got a little misconstrued. And with the understanding that I got to make some quick money, quick money. And we get kind of out of whack just trying to make quick money. And we forget that we're coming from a landscape, an atmosphere to where we're trading time for dollars.
Right.
And there's a certain amount of deprogramming we have to do before we can reprogram who we really need to be to actually do the essence of what network marketing is, and that's network. That's
the truth, right?
Absolutely.
And, I can say that by us really beginning to fully understand the power in what we had in our hands, and really realizing that the only way for us to create the success that we wanted to create was it had to first start with the mental aspect. It's just like you were talking about it. As I go back and I just kind of look back and I reflect on our journey and what God has allowed us to be able to do, it truly all started with, number one, a desire, a determination for change. And also we had to begin to shift our mindset in order to really begin to create the type of success that we've been able to create as we've been able to help a lot of people along the way. Right. And but I can remember those days in which we didn't have that mindset. Well, I think we kind of always had the mindset, but
you can't remember.
but it wasn't until we really understood the growth aspect. Like we had to be intentional every single day in order to really begin to believe the things that we wanted to see happen in our life, in order for those things that we were speaking as we spoke them to really become a reality. Right.
Right.
So, that mindset piece was always something that as we began to shift, that we always put in the forefront, because we knew that if we got it up here, that everything else would come full circle, right?
So let me set the stage a little bit, because I want everybody to understand what this is. We're going to tell you guys about some things that you can do to end your 2024 strong, right? And really, any year you can end it strong. We're also going to tell you guys how you can start bold. So let me take the gloves off a little bit so we understand. We're not here just to sell you some products. We're not here just to tell you about compensation plans and talk to you about the standard stuff. We're here to help you finish strong, which means you're going to have to become the person that you dreamed of becoming, or that you planned to become in the beginning of the year, or at the end of last year.
Right.
You said, or the year before, you said I was going to do this and I was going to do that. Yeah. Right. And you're on this hamster wheel.
Right.
You're in this cycle and you're constantly doing the same thing. Some of you can raise your hand. You say, that's me, right? It's okay to be transparent with yourself, right? You're saying that's me. So if you're on that cycle and a hamster wheel, then you're saying, how can I actually get out of the cycle? Mm-hmm. That means that you're going to have to put the rubber to the road. You're going to have to start getting traction, which means you're going to have to create some action.
Right.
That means you're going to have to actually separate yourself from some things, right? We're talking about finishing strong. Right? We're talking about being able to say, you know what, it's not too late for me to actually start doing some of the things that I said I was going to do. Right? I'm going to start, eating better. I'm going to start curtailing and watching the places that I go and the things that I listen to. I'm going to start cutting out some of the things that I'm eating, put it in my body because I want to finish strong. Now, Pam and I are very big proponents of fitness. We love fitness, and more importantly, we love everything that has to do with health because we understand that what you put in your mouth, it drives your body. And God gave us this temple. He gave us his body, and he said, take care of it. Use it to get yourself around, while you're out there, and, don't squander it. And quite frankly, guys, some of us have squandered the body that God has given us. But guess what? If you are hearing the sound of our voice, that means that you still have purpose on this earth.
Right.
And it's not too late for you to double down on your purpose. So we're here to talk to you guys about finishing strong mentally, physically, and financially. Right? So I'm gonna throw some ways out there mentally that you can finish strong. Mentally, you have to get back your power. And you have to say, I can do this. I believe in me, just like the video at the end of this said. Yeah, things didn't go the way you wanted them to go, but I believe in me. And now you say, okay, I got it now. And I can do all of the things that I said I'm going to do. Now I'm going to get back on the boat, and I'm going to get back on the horse, and get back on the bike, and I'm going to ride again. And so now you're here mentally. Welcome back.
Well, and I just want to say this too, because a lot of times that mental aspect is the most hardest piece for people to take back their control.
Yes.
But the most powerful thing that you could do is really to begin to not only write those things down, but to really begin to speak that power and to speak that life into you. Because I can truly say that when I look back on the moments in which many of the things that I'm able to do today that I couldn't do back in the day, it was through the power of affirmations and affirming things and really having a clear picture of the things that I wanted to see happen in my life, in our life. That as I began to speak those things, I began to do those things and also become those things. So, it's key because there's somebody out there that's saying, you know what, that's easier said than done, but it's a daily work. Like you have to really work on yourself day in and day out in order to shift your mindset. But I also talk about too in my book how literally it was just a decision, and I made a decision, and you can shift just like this.
Yes,
and so this is the time of the year in which it is the most powerful time of the year because you have the opportunity to really reflect back on what you've done, the things that you've accomplished, celebrate those things, but what have you not done, and what do you want to accomplish, right? And so that is really key to that mental aspect and finishing strong to start both. Right.
So I'm listening to Pam talk, and now I'm reminiscent of the life that we used to live in terms of mentally, physically, and financially fit. Right. I'm listening to her, and I can remember, both of us being unhealthy. I can remember both of us looking for a way to actually get ourselves back physically fit. And I can remember us both looking for a way to actually be a part of some personal development, which is one of the reasons why we kind of jumped into network marketing back 30 some odd years ago, because the personal development was so strong.
Right.
In some cases, gang, we've gotten away from that. We've gotten away from understanding that I have to build who I am before I can actually get out and expect anybody to be attracted to me. I have to be the person that they have to be, that has to inspire people. And I'm not just out here just trying to sell them products.
Right.
I'm talking about everybody in the industry right now, because what Pam and I promote is the complete entrepreneur.
Right.
The entrepreneur that's professional, they understand mind, body, and money, and how that all ties in. And that's what we're doubling down on.
Put a bow on it.
Put a bow on it, make it all nice and pretty. But then take that down into the trench, right? Because that's where the work starts.
Right.
That's how you finish strong. You start you put your goals out there. First visualize, then you put your goals out there, and then you start working toward those goals. The way Pam and I have been able to create success in our entrepreneurial career is we've always had the thing that a lot of people don't understand, right? Motivation only lasts for a moment, right?
I just talked about that.
Yeah, it only lasts for a moment. If you got to constantly go to YouTube and constantly go and find things to motivate you, then you're on the wrong path. You constantly need to be motivated. When you dedicate yourself and you're driven toward a thing, then you don't need constant motivation. You understand what makes this thing click.
Right.
What makes this what it is? You understand the essence of it. The essence of a boat is that it has to be unsinkable, or it just becomes something that's underwater at the bottom of the ocean, right? So you understand what makes it unsinkable is the dedication and the craftsmanship to build the boat so that it doesn't sink. And you have to get to that point to where you understand what part personal development plays in your life, the people you hang around, just as important as the things that you eat, just as important as the business that you promote.
Right.
We're talking about the complete entrepreneur here. I want to tell the story of the frogs, right? There are frogs in this long bridgeway, and all of them were on the bridgeway, and all of a sudden the bridgeway collapsed and it was 100 feet down. And all of the frogs fell down, and there were some frogs that didn't fall down. They're still at the top. And all of the frogs at the top were saying, there's no way that you're going to get out. Just give it up, save your energy, and die your honorable death, right? They're telling them that there's no way, and they kept shouting that down. There's no way out. There's no way out. And all the other frogs started to say, you know what? It's right, it's right. But then there were two more frogs left, and one frog was jumping and jumping, and the other frog was jumping and jumping. And the one frog just finally says, you know what? I can't do this anymore. But the one frog didn't give up. It just kept jumping and jumping and clawing and strategizing and trying to figure it out, going through the process to get out because it wasn't over. And it finally got out. And all of the other frogs are like, didn't you hear us from the top telling you that it was no way that you were going to get out, that it was futile, that you were going to die down there, just reserve your energy and just die honorably? And the frog didn't say anything. Well, come to find out, the frog was deaf. Frog couldn't hear everybody telling it what it couldn't do. All it knew was what it needed to do, wanted to do, and could do.
That's good.
Right? So that's where we are here. But we have to understand what parts come first. Because do you want something that's going to last, or do you just want a flash in the pan?
I want something that's going to last.
Absolutely.
And last for a lifetime and many more lifetimes, right? That's called legacy, right? So, no, I absolutely love that. And, shifting that mental aspect of it really began to bring us into the physical.
Absolutely.
Where, we're thankful for the industry that we're in because we've been in health and wellness for so long, for many, many years. And we could truly say that it has really changed our life because Nate and I have always, even I can remember us, from the very moment that we got married, we would always have gym memberships and we would always be in the gym, and so we always had that mindset. But I can remember those moments of, just struggling with the weight. I don't know how many people out there can relate to that, but I know Nate can. All right.
I did struggle with some weight. I was a little punchy.
Yeah, you was a little punchy, right? Yeah, he was, but nothing to weird. Right, absolutely, right. He's had some love handles, but I just kind of want to shift to this body piece because I'm thankful that God really connected us to really being passionate about health and wellness and being able to help to change lives with health and wellness and incredible products that we are connected to, because there's some people out there right now that's struggling.
Right.
And, whereas there's a lot of people out there that's getting ready to fall into holiday mode and just kind of do whatever. But there's that person out there, because I see it every day. What can I do? I've tried everything under the sun in order to be able to take back my health, in order to be able to lose weight. And we all know that at the top of the year, when you are in position to really help people like that, because there's so many people out there, it can really not only change your life physically, but also financially, right? And so I just want to talk about me a little bit, because I didn't realize, how many of you out there don't realize, both men and women, about how much those hormones can affect us, right?
Right.
And I didn't realize it I've been through menopause and things like that, and on the yo-yo of the weight loss, up and down, losing weight in one instance, and then if I just look at food, I'm putting it back on, and I just couldn't understand it because I was in the gym. I eat pretty healthy. I don't eat meat, although Nate tells me that I need to, right?
Put that on me.
Well, no, for the protein.
That's a whole nother line. We need to go over.
Struggle with protein.
Don't demonize me like that.
But so I do pretty healthy things. But I'm like, what is it? Why do I keep putting this weight on? And honestly, I found these pictures, and I was gonna post them on social media, and I kind of want to just pull them up because it's real.
Please pull them up. Picture worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, it's real when you are battling. Like, this is me, like, not even like 2 years ago. And I never forget this moment. And it's because I was determined to come into the new year, with a photo shoot, right? And I remember going to this photographer here in Vegas, and I blamed the photographer.
You like, make me skinny.
Okay. No, I did, because I came home and he sent me these pictures immediately. And I told Nate, because Nate was like, well, how'd it go? I said, he was horrible. Like, I'm looking at these photos and I'm like, look at this. And honestly, I never even posted these pictures. Like, there's some with me sitting down. As a matter of fact, I thought it would be a great before and after picture, right? For me to now do it, because I still have this outfit. But I was not happy. And I remember that very moment in which I'm like, why am I going up and down, where I'm working out? I was still working out. And I looked up and, I don't know how much I weighed at this very moment, but I know I've been high 170s. And
I don't think you were 170s there. I think you were like high 160s.
No, because I was 160. I'm thicker here than I was when I came into when I started on these current products. I know I wasn't this big at the time
like that. You
in
just
2023.
You stay down with yourself. Okay. No, I was more than I was.
Like, seriously, I wasn't. And so, to that person who is out there struggling, I can relate, and I can tell you that, grabbing a hold of some products that have really been able to balance my hormones, that have been able to make me feel good again, that have been put me in a position where, although I wasn't having the hot flashes and things like that, I guess I probably was, because there are those moments in which I get hot, right? Yes. I just wasn't sweating like I used to with sweat dripping down me, right? And so we found these products that have literally changed my life. And, I got to fast forward, to really share with you. But I wanted people to see because, I know the pain. And a lot of times there's so many people out there that don't realize that when you balance your hormones, it changes every aspect of your health.
It does.
Right? There could be anything that you're dealing with, whether it's pain in your body, or whether it is, something else that you're dealing with your medications. Try balancing your hormones. So now this is me. All right. This is more like what I came to.
You're right. So
right.
You were figured it out. You figured it out.
Right. You just didn't tell me.
I didn't.
Right? You didn't let me
have nothing to reference it to.
And well, I can, as I'm going back through my phone, I'm like, who is this?
Because we can't tell you why she overweight. You
right. Right. But then I grabbed a hold of these products, and literally have changed my entire life to where I've been able to lose the weight. I'm not putting the weight back on. I can eat some of the things that I literally had totally cut out of my life, because I'm like, although it's still, in moderation, but I feel good and I no longer have pain in my body. But the beautiful thing,
when you took those drops, everything shifted for you. And you were taking the noni, and then you started taking the drops, and everything shifted. And here's what I realized with you. When you shifted, you never went back.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you quickly, for me, like Pam always said, well, you weren't overweight, but I always had these love handles that I dealt with as a slim guy. That's not a good look. right? So I had the belly and I had some love handles. And when the first time I took those drops, I think I was on the drops, y'all, honestly, for every bit of maybe a week. Maybe was it a week?
Yeah.
It was maybe a week consistently. And I noticed that my belly fat, my love handle started to go away, and I started getting scared. So I stopped taking the drops, right? But here's the thing about it.
Because you remember that moment when you stopped eating meat and you were down to like 1 step.
I started to look like a bobblehead. And I said, no more. And I started to feel, but the drops were really causing me to lose this belly fat. And I got afraid. So I stopped taking them, but I haven't gained the belly fat back or the love handles because it was just natural.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah, that is a beautiful thing. So when you take the mind piece and now you begin to shift and transition your body, and you're in position to not only change your own life, but to help to change the lives of others, and to see so many people saying yes to their health, right? And you know what, I pulled up a couple more just other stories that I'm not going to talk too much about, but I want to share some other before and afters, because for those of you out there that are looking to really take back your health, are looking, to not just lose the weight, but to feel good again, to wake up and to have the energy to speed up your metabolism, to balance yourself out, to support your thyroid, to really help every aspect of your life. I can tell you that these products are changing so many lives, right? And so you can see these stories here. You can see that there are men that are also, guess what, men, you have hormones too, believe it or not, right?
Yes, we do.
Feeling good again on these products, working on that body piece, that physical piece, to wake up. Belly fat is literally melting away, right? Imagine, ladies, that belly fat melting away.
Ooh, and that belly get fat. It's not about when that belly get flat.
Right? It's something about when the belly go on flat, like the young lady right here on the left. I can tell you, seeing them abs pop.
Oh yeah.
That is such an inspiration, right? Right. But literally, belly fat is melting away. And again, men getting it done before and afters. And so, it's just really exciting seeing so many stories. And this is just a few that we were able to pull up. And it's just so exciting to really see people saying yes to their health and actually getting results.
Absolutely. And getting the results and keeping the results.
Yes.
Right.
That is the difference.
And I think this warrants us to really talk about how we connect all of these dots together, because I think people get to that point, Pam, where they start looking for the quick fixes for everything.
Right.
And I must say that these drops are the quickest fix especially when you add the noni and other products that we have that we're not going to even talk about on here. But Pam and I have adopted a whole suite of products that we use, because we've changed our buying habits for some things to live a healthier life.
Right.
As you guys know, Pam and I, Pam has lost I won't say a lot of weight, but she's lost enough weight, 14 pounds. And and
pounds.
You get a whole new wardrobe when you lose that kind
belly
of weight,
fat,
right?
gone flat.
Right.
See that?
When you put on muscle, right? Because we want to give you guys a complete package here, right? When you put on muscle, when you get your mind right, and you start doing it right, eating right, even though the holidays are coming up, we want to challenge you guys, because remember, in order to finish strong, you have to make yourself comfortably uncomfortable. Which means you're going to have to say no to some things if you want to start bold for 2025. You want to start your new year out already heading in the right direction, because historically that hasn't worked for you in the past to start out headed in the right direction, but you want to already have been headed in the right direction. So yeah, I know Thanksgiving's coming and you're going to have I'm not telling you guys to starve yourself, but I'm going to give you the key.
You actually eat.
I am going to, yes.
With these products.
Here's the key. Watch this, Pam. Watch this. Oh my God, I got to get in my talking stance now. Watch this. Here's what happens. Here's what happens. If you want to go and eat, go and eat. But it's all about one simple concept: portion control.
Yes.
Game over.
Game over.
When you learn to control your portions, you win the game. The problem is most people don't learn to control that. They get first, seconds, thirds, and sometimes even fourths, right? And they eat they eat so much to a point to where their body can't possibly go through all of the calories that are going in, right? So, but if you move your body 20 to 30 minutes a day and you go and you eat proportionately, then guess what? Your whole world can change by the end of this year. I promise you. So we're connecting these dots. We got the mental, we got the physical coming in. We just told you guys that you can still go eat if you just control yourself a little bit. Because we're going to eat. I promise you we're going to eat.
We don't starve around
right? And we're going to work out. We're going to eat. We're going to do everything we're supposed to. We're going to drink our water. We got a lot of stuff we can talk to you guys about. But here's the thing. The last part to this as an entrepreneur, as a professional entrepreneur, is you have to find a way to actually conquer the stress demon that's attached to finances. What have you done thus far to create enough income for yourself to where you can not only just make ends meet, but you can actually save some money? Because they say the average American is one trauma, one disaster away from totally derailing their life. What are you doing to put something in place that's going to help so that doesn't happen with you? What are you doing that right now you can say, I'm doing this and I'm making some extra money? Some of you saying, well, I got an extra job. I got 2 jobs. I got 3 jobs. Tip my hat to you. But that's taking a tremendous amount of your time. What if we can show you something that you can do that can put some extra money in your pocket, and you can do the same thing that Pam and I do? And we help other people get healthy while they make some extra money.
Right.
And I think that's an amazing thing to do. Very, very simple. Pam and I, we've started our own health and wellness company, and we're able to actually help people get the right products that they need. On top of that, we're also able to help them make some money while they're getting healthy and taking their products. So they're getting high on their own supply. Or I should say they're getting healthy on their own supply.
Absolutely. And and I love it just simply because it's a win-win combination.
Absolutely.
Because you're able to focus on your health, also move and operate in purpose, which is to help other people, because life is truly not about us. But then when you're able to connect it to an additional stream of income, especially in a season in which there's so many uncertain things and people, we all have to have the mindset of having multiple streams of income.
Right. And
anytime that you can position yourself in the way, because that's kind of what you're doing. You're positioning yourself in the way of a number one, an industry that is 2025 deemed to be a $7 trillion industry, because so many people are really shifting to focusing on their health. So you're getting healthy and you have the opportunity to get paid. So it's
recession proof.
Right.
It's recession proof, and it's proven, right? It's proven. And the 2020, we made more money than we've ever made in our lives, right? Because it's recession proof. When everybody was doing nothing in the house, we made the most money, and everybody was struggling, right? So we're showing you guys something that can stand the test of time.
Absolutely. And it will. And so that is how you can end 2024 strong and start off 2025 bold by, having a plan for every aspect of your life, from the mind to the body and to the money. And so that is what we do, and we are grateful to just have the opportunity to really share with you, how you too can become a part of something great, where you can focus on you, grab some other people that you want to be able to help, right? Create your own personal story, begin to share it with the world. And now you have a plan coming into 2025 in order to elevate every aspect of your life. So that's what you want to do. You want to say yes. All right.
Say yes. So if you guys want to know more about how Pam and I actually do these things in detail, then drop us a DM, drop us a message, however you want to get at us, guys. And we'll show you guys how to actually right the ship and finish strong and start bold. God bless you guys.
See you next time. All right, let's go. It's time to be bold. That's what 2025 is calling from each and every one of us. night, everybody.